Colin Burns, good to see you.
You as well, John. Thank you.
I want to start by briefly touching on your family's heritage in politics.
Sure.
Your mother was on the city council. Your grandfather, Carl Burns, was the mayor of Watertown. Your father, Jefferson County Sheriff.
Sure.
Are you trying to continue a family tradition?
I don't want to say that I'm trying to continue a tradition, but I was talking to my grandmother the other day and she said, you know, your grandfather got this all started. I think what it is more of, it's been instilled in the family that if you're part of the community, be part of the community. Try to serve the community. So I think that's where it comes from. Frankly, I think that there's a lot of improvements the city can make. I have some ideas for that, and that's the main reason that I'm running now.
All right. If you were to win a 4-year term, that would take us up to 2030.
Yes.
That's when the city faces what many are calling a fiscal cliff.
Correct.
The loss of $6 million in revenue from the very lucrative hydropower project,
yes,
hydropower contract with National Grid. What do you think you would do to take us away from the edge of that cliff?
There's a lot of things. Frankly, we obviously need to come up with a new hydro plan. There were 5 recommendations made, which I didn't hear about until another candidate got up and spoke at a council meeting. So I think looking at those five items, but I think that we also need to look at municipal. There's a reason for that. The reason we opted into this deal, that was many years ago, was because at the time, Niagara Mohawk did not want us to opt into municipal because the city was planning on doing that. So I would at least like to look at the option of why that wasn't one of the 5 options and what that might be for the city, because I also believe if we go municipal, that would open us up. Like a few years ago, the village of Messina, people were looking in Messina to come in and mine cryptocurrency. It may give us that opportunity. As we move into a world where AI is going to be more and more prevalent, they need power that is generated off of water. So I think there are a lot of advantages to municipal, maybe not right on the top of the surface. I think if we look at it, there could be options there.
All right. What is the city's biggest challenge going forward? Is it fiscal?
I think it's fiscal, certainly, but I also think decorum. I think decorum is a major issue.
Tell us just a little bit more about that.
Well, if you look, it seems like nobody on the city council gets along. So I think that I could at least go in there. I'd like to respect everybody, and I think that I could work with every single person that would be on the council.
All right. What about back to fiscal responsibility and issues? Can the city afford everything that it has been paying for?
Absolutely not, and we've missed the boat on a lot of things. If you look at the town of Pamelia, they're collecting per quarter $60,000 in tax revenue off of cannabis. We opted out. We need to opt in because I've spoken to a very, very prominent business person here in the city. They would love to open a dispensary here in the city. I look at it in very dumb terms, I'll say. That's $250,000 a year. That could pay the city manager's salary, the assistant city manager's salary, and still have some money left over if we were collecting those tax revenues. But we're currently not. Instead, people are driving over the train tracks 2 miles outside the city and spending that money.
So is there still the opportunity to opt in?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you know what the city would have to do?
We would have to pass a resolution, have a 3/5 vote to allow dispensaries. And when you look at it, there's already cannabis being sold in the city, but illegally through, I think, roughly 8 of these stores that are convenience. So I think that's something we got to look at, make sure that we get those shut down and bring it legally to the city where we can collect the tax dollars off of it. And when we talk about fiscal responsibility, just this morning, I was reading that the city is putting out a bid to have private lawn companies come in and mow the lawns of individuals that their lawn gets too long. I think that's very fiscally irresponsible. Because I know that last year my mom was looking for some people to mow her lawn, $35 per mow. Yeah. And now you add, okay, so we're gonna pay that. Let's just use $35 as a benchmark. You're gonna be adding that, plus the expenses of going through government. It's just, there's a lot of things that I find very fiscally irresponsible right now that's going on.
All right. Colin, time flies when you're having fun.
Yes,
they
it
say.
does.
We're out of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you.